Omar is a young man. He likes to travel. One day, Omar goes to the airport. He has a small bag. He is very happy. It is time to travel to a new place. He walks to the check-in counter. The person at the counter asks for his passport. Omar looks for his passport in his small bag. He looks and looks. But the passport is not in his bag. Oh no! Where is it? Omar starts to feel scared. His heart beats fast. He thinks, what will I do? He checks his pockets. First, the right pocket of his pants. Nothing is there. Then, the left pocket of his pants. Nothing is there either. He checks his jacket pockets too. Still no passport. Omar feels very worried. He needs his passport to fly. 2. He walks away from the counter and sits down on a bench. He needs to think. He closes his eyes and thinks hard. Where did I see it last? He thinks about his morning. He woke up, he had breakfast, he packed his bag. He remembers putting the passport on the table next to his bag. Then, he got in a taxi to come to the airport. He remembers talking to the taxi driver. He was so excited about his trip. He paid the driver, got out of the taxi, and walked into the airport. Then, it hits him. The taxi. He remembers putting his passport on the seat next to him. The passport is in the taxi. Omar stands up quickly. He needs to find that taxi. He runs fast through the airport. He sees an airport worker in a uniform. He runs to the worker and says, "Excuse me, I need help. I left my passport in a taxi." The airport worker is very kind. He sees that Omar is scared. The worker says, "Don't worry, we can try to call the taxi company." The kind worker takes out his phone. He asks Omar for the details. What time did the taxi drop you off? What did the taxi look like? The worker makes a phone call. He speaks calmly. After a minute, he smiles. Taxi driver answers the phone. The driver found the passport on the back seat. The airport worker tells Omar that the taxi is coming back to the airport. Omar feels so much relief. A big weight lifts from his shoulders. He thanks the worker again and again. He waits near the entrance of the airport. He looks at every car that comes. A2. After a few minutes, he sees it. The yellow taxi. Omar waves his arms. The taxi stops and the driver gets out. The driver is holding the blue passport in his hand. The driver gives the passport to Omar. Omar smiles, the biggest smile. He is so happy. He says, thank you so much." It gives the taxi driver some money to say thank you, properly. The driver smiles back and wishes him a good trip. Now, with his passport safe in his hand, Omar goes back to the gate. His plane is ready to leave soon. He walks to the gate agent. This time, he is not scared. He is confident. He shows his passport to the worker. The worker checks it. She looks at his photo and his name. Everything is correct. The worker smiles and says, "You can enter now. Have a nice flight." Omar says thank you and walks onto the plane. He finds his seat. It is next to a window. He puts his small bag in the compartment above his head. He makes sure his passport is safe in his pocket this time. He sits down and buckles his seatbelt. He looks out the window. He can see the airport workers and other planes. The plane starts to move slowly on the ground. Omar feels calm now. The scary part is over. He feels proud of himself. He did not give up. He solved his problem. The plane moves faster and faster. Then it takes off and goes up into the sky. Omar smiles again. His trip starts now. He looks down at the city, getting smaller and smaller. This experience was a big lesson. Hugh learns to be more careful with his important things. Travel teaches patience and how to stay calm in a difficult situation. As the plane flies high above the clouds, Omar thinks about his family. He wants to share his adventure with them. He takes out his phone and sends them a message. He writes, "I am on the plane. I almost lost my passport, but I found it." A new adventure begins. A few moments later, his family replies. They are happy for him. They tell him to be careful and have fun. Reading their message makes him happy. He puts his phone away. He closes his eyes and leans his head back on the seat. He can finally relax. The sound of the plane's engine is calm and steady. A new adventure begins. Omar is ready for it. He feels free, flying high in the sky. Travel makes him very happy. This journey is going to be special. He knows he will remember this day forever.